Okie dokie. So, Cyberworld, there seems to be quite a bit of hype in the community for this new cartoon, actually. I'm a little bit surprised because it seems like people didn't really care. But anytime I talk about this show, it seems like people out here that watch me really like to watch these videos. So, I came up with this idea of doing 5 things that I'm hoping are at least decent with this cartoon. Like, I'm not looking for anything crazy. I'm not looking for the next animated or the next Invincible here. I'm just looking for a decent cartoon that's going to hold us over until this potential Skybound show or until the next movie, something like that. And judging by the couple clips we've gotten in the stills, it may be that, but obviously we don't know for sure yet. The stuff hasn't dropped. So ahead of this dropping tomorrow at the time of this recording, the first episode, I think it'd be fun to discuss 5 things that I think are at least executed decently with this cartoon. I'm not even expecting this to be good per se. I just want it to be decent, or maybe even just mid at best. If it's another Earthspark situation, we may be cooked here until the Skybound series drops. But first up here, let's talk about the marketing. There really hasn't been much with this. So hopefully it ramps up once the series begins. Because if not, I don't know, the views may be looking a little light on this cartoon. Maybe if they handle it better, we could get close to 1 million views per episode. That would be kind of cool, or maybe over 1 million. But I don't know. As is, I'm not thinking these episodes are breaking more than like 100 or 200K views per episode. And it's important that this show reaches the audience that they're looking for for this to be a success and for us to continue to get stuff in the future. So hopefully this reaches the viewership, whatever that is that Hasbro is looking for this to be successful or profitable or whatever. So I don't know, maybe the marketing is going to ramp up, but it feels super light right now, a little bit lighter than it really should be. But they are going for the cheaper route here, so I'm not really surprised. And the next one here, runtime. I'm a little bit worried that the runtime isn't going to be good enough for whatever's going on in this cartoon. It's only 5 minutes. And we thought Cyberverse 5 years ago was short, coming in at, 10, 12 minutes? This is 5 minutes now. I get it, times are changing, short attention spans, YouTube-only series. They're going for a much cheaper budget. I get that. But at the same time, 5 minutes, that's like fan-made stop-motion stuff. That's not like official high production Hasbro stuff, So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully the way they do it, it's executed well and it's not hindering the quality of the cartoon, what it could actually be if it was maybe even 10, 12 minutes like Cyberverse, which I think is kind of the sweet spot nowadays. 12-minute cartoons or 10-minute, I think that would be best. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully that's well done. And the next thing here, the story. Now, I've heard bits and pieces. It's like a battle world type thing, which can be cool. It's an idea that really hasn't been explored at all with Transformers. But the execution, we don't know why this is happening. We don't know what the cause and effect is. We don't know the end game. We don't know the middle. So if they handle all of that at least okay, I think this could set up things for more battle royale, battle world type stuff in the future for the franchise, which would actually be cool. I'm okay with that. I think it's actually a bit of a different idea that we haven't seen with a premise for a Transformers story yet. I know it's stuff that we've kind of sort of gotten in the past, but nothing quite like this, I'd say. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a story I'm forgetting or I just don't know about, because that's the beauty of Transformers. There's literally probably thousands of stories at this point, and being a person, it's hard to remember all of them. So hopefully this story is actually decent, and it's not something like with Energon or Earthspark where they just kind of run out of stuff and they're just kind of recycling things and it's not well done at all, And the next thing here is the action. So, from the clip and from the stills we've gotten and the little mini teaser, I feel like the action is going to be a bit bland and stereotypical and predictable, but obviously we haven't seen the full episode or episodes yet, so I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it feels like it's going to be a bit boring. It feels a little bit fan-made-y, which no knock to fan-made stuff. I do that stuff at times myself too. You guys have seen that on the channel. But there's a different level of quality, obviously, because we're not major studios. We're regular people with regular lives and regular money. So there's obviously going to be that difference. And it feels like that fan-made difference. And it's really disappointing to see. I could be wrong for the whole thing. There could be action scenes in here where it's like, whoa, this is actually really fun to watch. But as is, the Grimlock versus Optimus, I mean, it was cool for what it is, but it feels fan-made. The other little quick action shots we saw, it's all right, but again, it's not really wowing and it feels fan-made. So we're just going to have to wait and see on how the full thing looks in terms of the scale and action of it all. Hopefully that's at least decent. And the last thing that I wanted to cover of the 5 things, good characters. I know this is going to be mainly for kids, YouTube, 5 minutes. But still, if you want kids to latch onto this, or just fans in general, you have to make at least semi-compelling characters, you know? I think people are already liking Grimlock and Optimus, the way their voices sound, at least. I know I was. I thought the accent on Grimlock was cool. I thought the voice that the VA was doing for Optimus was a bit different and interesting, and not just trying to do their best Peter Cullen impression, or something that's a bit boring, like Alan, what's his last name? Alan Tudyk or Turdick for Earthspark. I mean, he was okay, but let's be real. His voice was kind of boring and like stereotypical, modernized, hippie leader kind of thing. But for this one here, just something about it just feels a little bit better in the inflection. I don't know, we're just gonna have to wait and see, because there's more than just the voices, you know? There's the actual characters and how they're written and what they stand for, you know? So I think if that's okay, that might carry the show. But obviously I could be wrong. Like, there's moments in previous cartoons where we thought a character was going to be cool and he really has no place in the show at all and he's barely even in it. So, I don't know. Hopefully Skybite has some good stuff to do. Alita 1, I can't remember, is RC in this show? Megabull, his design looks crazy, so I'm hoping wherever they handle with this Megatron or Megabull character, I'm not even exactly looking for something different in terms of a villain character like Megatron. I just want it to be executed well, you know? And we may be getting that. I don't know. I could be right or wrong here. We're just going to have to wait and see. There's a lot of unknowns with this series. A lot of things that we're all hopeful for, obviously, and that we want to be done well. But, you know, tomorrow's going to be the first test on that with this episode. I don't know if there's going to be more than one episode's dropping. It's probably just going to be one, but we're going to have to wait and see. It's interesting times. Quite different cartoon series we're getting here than previous years. It's YouTube only, 5 minutes. It's kind of odd. But hopefully it's at least decent, guys. Let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about this Cyberworld series going into it tomorrow? Are you excited for it or are you not? And yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.